Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, and today I'm here with the mophie Snap Plus PowerStation stand. No ordinary magnetic power bank. This one offers twice as much power at 10,000 milliamp hours. It's also extremely solidly built, of course, as you would expect from a mophie product. You've got a built-in stand, and you've also got the ability to just screw this into a regular tripod, so that's super convenient. Overall, really interesting product. Let's take a closer look. Looking at the contents of the box, we've got our Snap Plus PowerStation stand itself. This is not a small or lightweight device, but it seems extremely well made. This charges via USB-C, and we do have a USB-C cable that is included in the box. Not a terribly long one. It's USB-C to USB-C. There is not, unfortunately, a wall adapter included in the box. mophie says you need one that's going to charge at least 10 watts. So this Anker Nano Pro that I have is going to work really well. That's a USB-C charger, and this will charge at 20 watts charging speed, so that's going to be great. There's even a dual version of this one. So this one will give you the ability to charge two devices at 20 watts each, so that's cool. And then finally, in the box, we have the snap adapter. So the snap adapter is an adhesive magnetic ring that you can attach onto a phone, which is Qi enabled, but not MagSafe enabled, so that it can be used with a PowerStation stand. So the PowerStation stand is going to work with a naked iPhone 12 series or 13 series phone, or an iPhone 12 series or 13 series phone, which is using a MagSafe case. If your device does not fall into either of those categories, you're going to need to attach this adhesive magnetic ring onto either your phone or onto your case, and then you'll be able to use the PowerStation stand. So you could, for example, attach this onto an iPhone XR. An iPhone XR is going to work with wireless charging. It's just not MagSafe. So you'll be able to use wireless charging with that phone if you attach this onto the back of the phone or onto the back of your case. This will also allow you to use the Snap Plus PowerStation stand with Android phones as long as they support Qi wireless charging. Taking a closer look at the Snap Plus PowerStation stand, this seems like a really high quality product. We've got textured rubber sides on here, and then the front and back are made of kind of a treated cloth. Feels very high quality, very tough, very nice. This is a relatively heavy and bulky product, no question about it, but again, it's going to give you double the battery capacity of your typical magnetic power bank. So you got 10,000 milliamp hours as opposed to 5,000 milliamp hours. So that 10,000 milliamp hours is obviously going to vary by phone model in terms of how much of a charge you're going to get. But for an iPhone 12, for example, it gives you 1.9 full charges. Obviously, it's going to be less for something like your 13 Pro Max, but still very impressive battery capacity. So turning this on, you need to turn on your little power button here on the side. This is only a power on, it's not a power off. This will automatically power off by itself when it's not in use. So when you turn it on, you can see you've got 4 little LEDs here that light up, which will tell you what your battery capacity is. So currently we're at 100% capacity. Obviously 3 of them is going to be 75% and so on. If you want to use this with a tripod, you can screw this in. This is a standard tripod mount, so that's really helpful for photography usage. And then over here you can see we have our USB-C in and out. So this is going to give you 20 watts of power delivery both for input and output, so that's excellent. You can also charge 2 things at once on here, assuming that you're not charging the device itself. So you can charge one via wireless charging and one via the USB-C. So your USB-C charging is going to be considerably faster than your wireless charging. Wireless charging here is going to be at 7.5 watt fast Qi wireless charging. So this does not charge at 15 watt MagSafe charging speed. Instead, it attaches via the MagSafe magnets and it will charge via Qi. So that is an important distinction. It is a faster Qi wireless speed than the standard. So your standard Qi wireless speed is 5 watts. This is going to charge at 7.5 watts. And if you have some Android devices, this may charge as fast as 10 watts, but for iPhones, you're going to be limited to 7.5 watts fast Qi wireless charging speed. So your fastest option is clearly going to be to charge via USB-C. If you plug in your device via USB-C, you're going to get 20 watts of power delivery charging. So in order to use the mophie Snap Plus PowerStation stand with a case which is not MagSafe, or in fact with a phone which is not MagSafe, you can use this snap adapter in order to add a magnet ring onto the back of the phone or onto the back of the case. Attaching the snap adapter ring onto a phone case which is not MagSafe but is being used on a MagSafe phone is really easy. This is a Casetify Ultra Impact case that is not MagSafe compatible. Some of them are, some of them aren't. This one doesn't have the magnetic ring, but I'm using it on my iPhone 13 Pro, which is MagSafe compatible. So the case is thin enough to allow the magnets to be felt through here. So all you need to do is lay this thing down and then feel for the spot where you can feel the magnets pull, and then you know you have exactly the right spot. So in this particular situation, you can go by the magnetic strength itself. You don't even need this alignment grid at all. However, if you are dealing with a phone which does not have any magnets built into it, you would need this in order to correctly position the magnets. All you need to do is make sure you are in the right spot and that magnetic adhesion is really easy to feel. Then make sure that your phone case is clean. Carefully peel off the strip on the back to expose the adhesive and then stick on the snap adapter. Make sure you got the right spot, however, because the adhesive is not repositionable. So attaching your phone on here to charge is really easy. First off, you want to open up your kickstand here. This is really sturdy. You can adjust this to various angles, which is nice. This will also work in a landscape mode as well, although I'm not really sure quite what the advantage of that is, but it will definitely hold it up nice and securely in this position. But I think most people are going to use it this way. So all you need to do is either attach on a naked iPhone 12 or 13 series phone, basically any of the ones that are MagSafe compatible, or one that's in a MagSafe compatible case. So using my naked iPhone 13 Pro here, I can put this on in a landscape orientation. I can also move it to a portrait orientation. That also works really well. The magnets are quite strong here. It's definitely not going to fall off if you just hold it this way. If you shake it, no. If you shake it really hard, eventually it will fall off, but it really requires quite a lot of effort. So overall, I think that that works quite well. So checking this out with a lovely MagSafe compatible Milan snap case by Gear 4. Putting this on here in, again, landscape or portrait. Both of them work well, and you can even put it on the side if you want. Not really sure quite why you would want to do that, but it's certainly an option. I think if you want landscape, this is going to be nicer because it gives you a really nice stand functionality. And again, you can change the angle. So overall, really quite good. And then with my naked iPhone 13 Pro in landscape mode, or also in portrait mode, you can adjust your angle to suit your needs. And of course, you can also do this as well. Do be aware that simply just attaching on the phone, if the device is not already on, is not going to be enough to start charging. You will have to turn on the on button. In these cases, I already turned it on before I started attaching the phones, and it does stay on for a little while, which is why you had that instant attachment. But if the device is not already on, it's necessary to press the on button. And here's my iPhone 13 Pro in the MagSafe compatible Pitaka New Mag Easy Case Pro. Super strong magnets on this case, by the way. Attaches on here great, but I do have to turn it on because I've waited too long and the thing turned off. So turning it on, it will start charging. Really, really nice product here. And finally, in this Casetify Ultra Impact case, which I've attached the snap adapter to, you've got extremely strong magnetic connection. This is probably the tightest of the magnetic connections that I've noticed with any of the cases or a naked iPhone. This one is really, really strong here, not going anywhere. And honestly, I think it has a really cool look. I like the snap adapter. It does stick up just a little bit, and you can feel it with your fingers as you go across, but it kind of adds a bit to the grip. And it sticks up just about exactly, if not exactly as much as your camera surround here on the Casetify Ultra Impact, so gives you a nice level surface there. Overall, really nice addition to this case. Charging two devices at once with the Snap Plus PowerStation stand is no problem. So as I mentioned before, your USB-C is both an input and an output. So you can charge one device via your USB-C cable and you can charge the other one wirelessly. So for example, if you wanted to charge two iPhones, you're going to use your USB-C to Lightning cable. So plug that one in here and then plug in the other side to your iPhone. And you take the other one, attach it on here, and then it's going to start charging. Both devices charging, and everybody's happy. So of course you're not just limited to charging phones via the USB-C out. You can also charge something like power banks. The particular power bank that I'm going to be charging is one that has some superficial similarities to the Snap Plus PowerStation stand. This is a really nice power bank from Anker. And it also has a stand functionality. However, it has half the capacity of your PowerStation stand, and it has a very notable flaw, which is that the USB-C input and output is on the bottom, so it's basically in the way of the stand. So if you want to be charging this device when it's being used in stand function, you can't. But at any rate, plugging this guy in to charge. As you can see, our charging lights have lit up. And I'm going to put my iPhone 13 Pro to charge. So we've got two devices here charging happily away. Again, we've been looking at the mophie Snap Plus PowerStation stand. This product is available directly from Zagg, who owns mophie, as well as from many other retailers, and it has an MSRP of $69.95. Many thanks to the kind folks at Zagg for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below, and do consider hitting that subscribe button because I've got a lot more tech accessory reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.